Hello! In this video I'm going to do some symbolization problems involving complex conditionals with one conditional inside of another. So here we have, if my team will lose, only if they play poorly, my team won't lose. So we have an if, and we have the only if. This if hooks on to my team will lose only if they play poorly, we have a comma, and then the rest of the sentence. So this if is the big conditional containing, and it hooks on to that, or this if introduces the big conditional, and that leaves that to be the consequent. So we'll call it a conditional. This is what the if hooks onto, goes into the antecedent. My team won't lose. That is the consequent. Okay, my team won't lose is the negation of my team will lose. And that is atomic Q. My team will lose only if they play poorly. Okay, so this is an only if. And only if hooks on to the consequent, so it's a conditional, and since only if hooks on to the consequent, they play poorly is the consequent. My team will lose, that's the antecedent. My team will lose is Q, they play poorly is P. And there we have our first symbolization. If I won't drive, if I'm too tired to drive, then I'll get home safely. Okay, again, here's an if, here's another if, and there's a then. So this if, so here we have, I won't drive if I'm too tired to drive. That's a little conditional. This if hooks onto that, leaving the then to hook onto I'll get home safely. So this if and that then make the main conditional, and then we have this conditional inside. So the if hooks onto here, making this the antecedent, leading us to put it in the antecedent. The then hooks onto I'll get home safely, and therefore goes in the consequent. Okay, I'll get home safely is atomic S. I won't drive if I'm too tired to drive. Okay, it's an if, so it's a conditional. The if hooks onto I'm too tired to drive. The if hooks onto the antecedent, so we'll put nope. We want to put I'm too tired to drive into the antecedent, and I won't drive into the consequent. I'm too tired to drive, that's T. I won't drive, that's the negation of I will drive. And I will drive is an atomic W. And there we have a symbolization. Let's just look at one more. If I'm too tired to drive, then if I will drive, I won't get home safely. Okay, so here we have an if, here we have a then, here we have another if. So this if, well, it could hook onto that. There's a sentence. Could it hook onto something bigger? Well, if it did, it would hook onto this, leaving that to be the consequent. So that would work if this were a sentence. I'm too tired to drive, then if I will drive, that's not a sentence. The if has to hook onto a sentence. This initial if has to hook onto a sentence. This is the only sentence it can hook onto, leaving the then to form the consequent, hooking onto that. If I will drive, I won't get home safely. So this is a conditional. The if hooks onto this, the then hooks onto this, and there we go. I'm too tired to drive, that's T. If I will drive, I won't get home safely. Okay, so if hooks onto this, leaving that to be the consequent. So if hooks on there, I won't get home safely, then is the consequent. I will drive is atomic W. I won't get home safely, that's a negation of I will get home safely. I will get home safely is atomic W, and I will get home safely is atomic S. And we are done. So there we go. I hope those examples are helpful. Good luck symbolizing. If you have any questions, please let me know.